AFL boys on. I don't think you know where it's at. You might have to send it to him. It's time to go into his notifications. Alright, first thing in the morning. Coffee and Madden.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, this dead. Yeah. I already put mine up in there. Yeah, I got the stream.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
Here we go. Let's go, Bucks.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
See what?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's second and 8.
Got a fucking nice little hole right there. Fuck my whole shit up.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down,
Gotta
Raiders.
show love to my 90 speed tight end.
Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We're going to make it easy, baby.
And increase their passing game, as we just saw.
Ain't gonna make it easy now. Ain't gonna be no easy one.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Ooh. Boy, if that boy would have been just a little faster.
Guys, all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That boy would a little bit faster. That's where we have where Rico hurt us at. Not having Rico makes a difference there.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone. And
almost had it looking halfway decent, but we didn't get the bounce we needed. We're definitely going to bring it out.
Up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it.
We got on the board. Now how we want it. We got on the board. That makes a difference.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A sack. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Airing this one out for Evans.
There we go.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needs.
Yeah, he's going to have this.
Made at the 18-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Good out there, looking good. Just got to get the offense together.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Oh, no, you don't touch that.
And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Daniel Carlson on.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defense a touchdown early to give you the first score.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Backs on top of that gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, that's why I don't. You see me? I don't switch it up now.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25.
I was looking at that.
Dropped at the 23.
Was definitely looking at that for a sec.
23-yard line.
The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the...
Gronkowski's going to go. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 45 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he'll take
Nah, they're going to call it legal contact.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag.
Muse ran into him. They always call that shit.
Suck up on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 14. Buccaneers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Probably blocking the back. Man, they killing me with that shit,
This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, 10. And
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. An even 90 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 5. Now Brady.
Ooh, come on! He gave you that one. He gave you that one. Brady put that bitch he made that bitch like a duck.
Touchdowns combined between these two clubs. Finally, we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Carr.
Get it out. Just get it out of there.
Sideline incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well,
That's all.
and that one's incomplete.
We like 3 out of this deal, boys. More would be better. We like 3.
First. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Do it right to him.
Traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football.
Do it right to him on that one, fellas. We gotta do better. Let's go. Gotta do better.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You know, a little early morning man.
Start the drive, 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Out to his left. This into the hands of his running
There we
back.
go. Just get him out of bounds. Nothing heavy.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
I sent it to him. I sent him this morning. He told me 12 something last night. I was asleep. I'm like, bro, nobody's on.
Now Brady.
Oh, good shit. That's what I'm talking about. Good D out there. That's what I'm talking about. Good D.
It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case,
yeah, he is.
Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Brady to throw.
Let's go. Good D out there, baby.
The 2-minute mark in this first half.
You're on the 48. Yeah, you're on the 48.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brady to throw for it on fourth down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good shit, baby. Good shit, baby.
Takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the they get the football back.
Oh, shit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total.
We had our coffee this morning.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run.
Shit, listen, I don't know about you, but that is essential.
Execution, those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had that same type of situation, but I lead at least one. I do at least one a day. It's at least one. I get the juices flowing.
On second down now, Muhammad, and he will be brought down at about the 43. That
you don't like Califani?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing his car on third down.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run.
I don't need that right now.
Has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space.
No, what did I tell? But I just gave you a cup and asked you to put something in it. What did I tell you to put in it? Let's get right now.
On first down, Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
You gotta be kidding. Y'all, that's how y'all gonna do me? Come on, man.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll
come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Carr. A slant to Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
After this game done,
So after a very
I'll tend to
one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
All right, boys, let's go.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll go on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get the first down because he's still buying some time and then run to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Airing this one out for Evans.
What's up, bro?
The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We tried to kill Brady.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that
Oh
deficit.
shit!
For as big and strong as some of these
That nigga Brady was running to the sideline. Stick that nigga right before he got out of bounds.
How truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league, we're coordinated.
Yeah, it's 28-14 now.
Routes, blocking assignments, misdirections, and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long,
Oh,
go
that
get it,
kick
big
was
man.
wonderful.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Carr. Got it open there, and it's Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before
We're
being
trying to make it happen.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
Bro, we in the supermarket, yo, bro. Listen, we in the supermarket. These motherfuckers looking for Roman noodles. I said, man, we used to eat that shit for just regular rations when we was coming up. Y'all motherfuckers is actually hunting for this shit.
Here's Muhammad.
Exactly. I'm like, what?
He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it. Touchdown. A big play there.
Califani get it done. I can tell you that.
Touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
I think he's like a 92. I think he's like a 93, 94 speed.
So there, Charles,
I mean, overall slow. His overall is low, but he can get it done.
He is not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this.
But yeah, you never lied. That's for damn sure. We got them big boys out there. We got them big boys out there. Oh yeah, that line is tough. It's tough.
Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The BUCS
I really don't know why Dallas let him go, because that's when their line was the best. Well, yeah, because Dallas ain't trying to pay nobody.
They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty.
Yeah.
There's no logical reasoning to do that.
This little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried.
Yeah, Weller almost. I was just about to say that. Weller almost turned around and caught that bitch, didn't he?
Sometimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to be Carr.
That's Weller, baby. Told you that boy got about a 90-something catch, and he gonna come down with it.
Convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Yeah, Brady has some bad passes early.
About 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Raiders' 7-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And
let's go!
Intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the
that nigga out there playing like he listen, okay, like he in a contract year or something. Yeah, for real.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Carr escaping the pressure right.
I'm touching.
And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup. That's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun.
Carr said, I need that escape artist.
Yards this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, shit.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter. Something to hang their head on, I guess.
Carr said, I fucked it up, but I'm going to make it right.
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Rolling to his right. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. On play action. Now Brady.
Let's go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby.
Good shit, Crosby.
Sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh, shit.
Now a play fake. Brady. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he hooks it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Oh, yeah, they balling. Damn sure they balling.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands
team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
I was telling Kuda the same thing last night. Me and Kuda was in the chat. He played that. Hey, Reef. He played that Steelers dude in the finest.
Game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
Yeah.
So if you need it again,
Kuda. It was a tough ass game.
But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Kuda lost, I think, by 3. Yeah, he lost by 3, I believe.
He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle.
Yo, he got the rejuvenated AP out there running niggas over, breaking tackles like crazy. I was like, yo, this nigga out here, man, listen, rejuvenated.
Can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge and have the offense hit them with a big play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Yeah.
The Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr gonna throw. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside.
That's why when I said
in the
Pamp.
fourth quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Brown.
Exactly.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Now,
well, Panthers do tough.
Field is taken in by his running back. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, you played him that late? I was like, Joe ain't playing this nigga this late. I was surprised about that one. Fuck it, knock it out, right?
You could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put
Oh, that's the original gun clapper dude.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got
yeah. Yep.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
It's a gain of 10. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh yeah, they be in their feelings, sure enough.
Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Basically.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders.
So 2 scores down.
That's it.
Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed.
I know that game. I know that was a good one.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go again with Muhammad. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Carr. Throw left side complete.
Yo, you see him? I hit the button on. I hit the button on wrong and shit.
Their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Motherfucker's wide open in the middle. Hit the wrong fucking button.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit.
He got loose.
Earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh my goodness, X was right there.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Going for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say,
9-13.
Grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is T.J. Logan to return it.
Game, my guy.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just
all right.
Points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.
I didn't expect Brady to play that bad.
For the Bucs, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Where's the knife? Now I got a game again. I gotta get game against Bill.
been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings.
My boy got a speed point. There we go. Woo!
6 months in, I ain't trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. And she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving out of shaking, going hit.
Well, you know, you gotta. Goat gave me the blueprint when it comes to setting up your line.
Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag. I'm about to get in it.
Cause I usually he told me like put your speed on the outside. Cause if you got them slow niggas on the outside, that shit ain't gonna do you no justice. Like if you got like on those pulling routes and stuff like that.
She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The speed, the faster guys. Like say those 60 dudes ain't gonna get it done on the outside. Slower guys on the inside. Oh, well, what I do is I ID him, double team the end. ID that, so you ID because I know most of the time people when I'm running, if I'm running to the middle, then I'm gonna ID the linebacker and double team one of the defensive tackles, all depending on which hole I'm running in. So that thing is gonna open up. So when I run into the outside and they have that linebacker on the outside or whatever the defensive end, I'm double teaming. I'm IDing the person furthest to the right. So that's most likely going to be the left end. I mean the right end or whatever, or the end. Or if it's a linebacker they put over there, I'm IDing him and then double teaming the defensive end on that side. So both one is getting ID'd, the other one's getting double teamed. And with my line, I'm getting more than enough push where all I got to do is wait for it to open up and then hit the hole. You know what I'm saying? Once it opens up, I don't hit turbo until it opens up. See, if you hit the turbo as soon as you get the ball, you can forget about it. So you gotta wait till that hole opens up, then hit the turbo. Nah, you gotta let that shit develop. That's one thing I learned about running the ball. Like that passing shit ain't my thing, but running the ball, yeah, that's one of my better points. I've been trying to work with my passing, but me not having Rico in your league is having me have to do a little more dinking and dunking. Because with Ruggs on that side, it keeps the defense from cheating a little bit. But then on the other side, you don't really have anybody with speed. I mean, you got Aguilar, Jones. Those dudes got decent. Like Aguilar's got decent route running, but his speed's not that great. Who for GOAT? Well, the way. Well, what GOAT had me do is if you look at my line, you see he had me put my dudes, my faster dudes. I don't know what's the name. Oh, yeah, his line is crazy. You said his guards is 80 speed? Let me go in that league. Oh shit. Let me see. Yeah, I'm about to go into that league. The Colts still ain't picked yet? Damn. What team? Oh, he got the Eagles, right? Don't go got the Eagles? Okay, I'm about to check out his line right now. His left tackle. Left tackle is got. His left tackle's got 72 speed. His left guard. Yeah, 77 speed. So his yeah, he do got his guards.